Absolutely right. Let's talk to Riz. Let's bring him in. Riz, you're, of course, a financial advisor, so you can talk about some of the other measures that came in. I suppose one of the things that has attracted some interest is this ISA, British ISA. Tell us about that, because up to now, I believe you're only allowed to put 20,000 away in an ISA every single year. Is this now going to be more?
So the advantage of the British ISA is essentially you'll have more that you can put into this tax-sheltered pot, an extra £5,000 per person.
Right.
But the proviso is that it's invested in certain, I think, UK equities. We're still waiting for the details of that, but that in itself isn't necessarily an advantage. Just because you've got an allowance doesn't mean you should use it. And if you look at the performance of certain British equities versus the rest of the world, especially over the last 5 years, there's quite a bit of a gap between the two. So on one hand, it is an advantage because as much as we can wrap in an ISA wrapper is fantastic. But on the other hand, we need to wait and see what exactly we can put into it and whether it's worth it.
Yeah, right. And this national insurance cut, they made an awful lot of it, didn't they? It didn't amount to very much for most people, does it?
They have, and anything at the moment with a cost of living crisis that puts money back into the pockets of the UK public is a good thing. But at the end of the day, it's not going to make a fantastic difference. Yes, for example, if you're going to apply for a mortgage, if you've got greater net income, that can potentially have a little bit of a boost, as the same goes with the increase in the child benefit tax threshold. But these aren't going to have any massive changes or any massive impacts whatsoever.
No, that's the thing. I mean, most of the people we've spoken to at TalkTV over the course of the day seem to be like, well, it doesn't really make me any richer, it doesn't really make me any poorer. It's kind of near, let's just try and do as best as we can with the same amount of money that we've got, really.
It's a completed wasted opportunity, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I have had this date circled in my diary for months and months, hoping that something was going to come out and we were going to, be pleasantly surprised for once. And especially with regards to the housing market, we would have some impetus. However, the 99% mortgage, which probably was not the best idea, was scrapped. Nothing else has come in its place. And it's clear that housing isn't a priority for the current government for the remainder of their term, however short that's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, do you think there's going to be perhaps a rabbit produced and maybe even a hat sometime before the election? Or does this mean the election is sooner than we think?
Too little, too late. A lot of people are expecting it to be in November. We're now hearing it could be as soon as May. But anything that came out today, by the time it's actually the benefits have unwound in the economy, it's too little, too late. He had one last chance to do something with the housing market. He's chosen not to do anything, and it's going to be down to the Bank of England when they meet next to see if they can do anything to stimulate it with regards to interest rates. And even the time when we're expecting the first rate cut seems to be pushed back and back further and further. So the housing market's on its own, thanks to Jeremy Hunt.
Yeah, very much so. Thanks very much indeed, Riz Malik.